All right. Welcome back to the Wistys. I'm pumped for this one because we get to tell all 1 million of our viewers who won in the brother fantasy football off.
Hey Mason, go fuck yourself, okay? Yeah, let's just start there.
Take a wild guess at who won. Ya boy.
Fuck you.
And it was close. I was like, oh, there's no way I'm winning. There's
What
no
do you
way I'm
mean it
winning.
was close? It was 1.46 points. Yeah, it was fucking close. Like it
Yeah.
was nail biter. I was screaming at the TV all goddamn afternoon.
Yeah. Um,
Literally, Baker Mayfield converted a 2-point play and then they took it away because Godwin didn't possess the ball. And that could have been, I know you could do this for 1,000 things, the difference between me going back to back and not happening. Like, that's crazy.
yeah, I mean, we're obviously the juggernauts because it was you and me in the championship last year. And I don't know, man. I needed to win. I told you that last week. I'm like, I need to win. I was in the championship in my other league and I lost. Um, Making it to this one, I'm like, I can't lose two championships in the same year. That would fucking suck. So I needed to win and I
Yeah.
did it. I'm stoked because now you have to not only chip in, and so for those of you who don't know, the winner of the family fantasy football game or season gets to pick a restaurant where everyone goes and we all eat dinner and everyone pays for themselves and then they all chip in for the winner. So the winner doesn't pay for it. Last year, Cole went to Republic Chop House, which is a very nice restaurant in downtown Green Bay. And let me tell you, he ordered a lot. Couple drinks before, couple
I
apps,
got a
big
Wagyu.
steak, got a Wagyu steak,
Yeah.
got a fucking nightcap. So this fucking landfill of a human was not cheap. So I'm excited to pick. I don't know where I want to go yet. I have an idea, but yeah, that's what the winner gets. But Cole and I last week said that we were going to make a bet just between you and I for the pod. We haven't really talked about this, so this is going to be your absolute raw reaction to your punishment. You ready?
Yeah.
So
I'm thrilled if you can't tell.
what you need to do, it won't be that expensive. I won't make you pay for me. You have to pay for yourself. But you and I, sometime this winter, have to go to a golf simulator and play 2 hours worth
Oh
of golf.
God. Why? That's an actual pain. Like, that's literally a pain.
That's why I want to do it. That's why I want to do it. I want you to just struggle and feel so inadequate and just watch me pound balls into the screen and whoop your ass again. Cole is obviously not a golfer. I am a golfer. So that's why that's funny. And Cole has probably um I won't say the worst, but he's got a temper and he's just, he's just not good at golf, so it's not gonna go well. I'm excited. It's probably like 20 20 to $40, so it's not that bad.
That is an actual punishment. I'm just gonna put that out there. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I hate golf. I hate swinging a golf club.
And now
I
you have to spend money to do something you hate too, which is also the cherry on
yeah.
top.
Can I break a club? Can I use your clubs and break a club? Because that's
No,
also a possibility.
no, you're bringing
Fuck.
the other clubs that we have downstairs.
They're here. I got clubs here.
Oh, did you bring them? Why would you bring them if you don't even golf?
We go to the range.
Okay, so we'll see.
I'll Happy Gilmore some bitches, and we went on a par three, and I was just slicing. every which way. I was par three in, and I was like 7, 8, 9. Like it was. I was like, "Where's my ball? I don't know. Let's just take a
I
new one."
I will bet you
It
that
was bad.
Mom and Alexa and Allie will all come to watch because they want to see this.
Well, we've done it before, haven't we, with everyone? And it's a pain in the ass. It
We
takes
did it at
forever because
the turn by Lambeau, but we didn't golf the whole time. It was like, oh, we hit some balls for a little bit, and you're like, yeah, this is
no, but
stupid. Then we did
we went to the pizza place, and me
back
and
nine,
Paige and yeah, and we swung some clubs,
swang
but it
some clubs.
was yeah, we swung some clubs, but it took we were like gonna play, like you like played holes or whatever, but it we were like hitting it like 20 yards or 60 yards on like a par five, and Dad's like, this isn't gonna work. Like we're gonna be here
Yeah.
for hours, like four
Yeah.
hours to do 3 holes. So we just
Yeah.
stopped. I was like,
That's the
oh,
other thing
fuck
is
this.
it might not be beneficial for me because I'm gonna get so out of rhythm just waiting for you to hit 3 times before I have to hit the next ball.
Thanks. Yeah.
So that's your punishment. Happy New Year, you filthy animal.
What a horrible, horrible experience.
Just rubbing some
So you
sand in
get
that
last,
wound.
yeah, it's fucking stupid. You get last pick then next year, huh?
Is that how it
Okay.
works?
Yeah, we're gonna have like first last pick gets to pick their draft position.
Oh,
So Kevin, he can pick whatever position he wants, and
what if
mom,
he
and
picks
then from
last?
there go. I mean, if he wants the turn, sure.
Yeah.
It's
So
up
not
to
necessarily,
him.
but the odds are that I probably will.
Well, you'll get last choice. That's probably the better way to put it. You get last choice of your pick.
Right.
So,
Bring
but
it
yeah.
on.
Oh,
All right.
it's tough. Even the Chiefs, greatest dynasties ever, can't go back to back always. That's all I'll say. I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll see if you
my
make it to the
fucking tight
championship
end,
next
first
year.
pick in the draft. Oh, I will. I guarantee right now, bookmark it, I will win next year. Because my fucking
You will
first pick in the
win?
draft got 4 points. Yes, mark it down. It's over. Check. You guys all suck, anyways.
I fucking beat you.
Lex,
And I
you
was
know what
in
my
it
favorite
last year. I
thing
don't
is?
remember what the end of the,
Y-
or I don't remember what the final score was, but I was in it last year,
I kicked
bitch.
your ass. I kicked your ass. I looked at it. Um,
You looked at
My
it.
f- my so I did because I wanted to see. I was like, what was it last year? Because both of our games this year, regular season, I beat you by like 2 or 4. Like they were very close. So it was very fitting for this to go down to the wire. I
And I
also
beat
saw a
you
lot.
by
I don't know
one and a half
why.
or two, whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't know why, but my timeline just got fluttered with like, look how close I won my fantasy matchup championship. It was like point 0.5, point 0.1. I'm like, why is this fucking on my timeline? Fuck you, fuck everyone else. I don't need to see this shit. But
That's
my
funny.
favorite line of the day was from the moron who just called during this podcast. She goes, Cole, I would have beat you this week. If I see, I would have beat you. I was like, after I beat you already? She's like, yeah, but if we would have played this week, I would have beat you. I was like, yeah, Alexa. Guess what? When the Packers got eliminated from the playoffs, they could go on to the next round and they could say, yeah, I would have beat them though. No, that's not how that fucking works. You get out, you're out.
Yeah,
This is
baby.
not March Man. Like, this is not the NBA playoffs. This is March Madness. We winning in.
Hmm.
Moving on. She's like, I would have taken you. I see my team kicked your ass. It's like, it doesn't matter. You're out. Shut the hell up.
It was all about
God.
matchups. And this year, how many times did I say it? I put up so many fucking points. My team puts up so many points. And I put up 190 and I play Alexa and she puts up 200. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What else do I need to do?
You
And it all
didn't you
evened
have the
out. It evened out. I
second?
finally turned the corner and I finally beat enough people to claw myself into the playoffs. I was 6-8. I was 6-8 and I won it all.
You had the second most points for, I think.
Yeah. And I was six and
And
eight.
you're the last place in like last person to sneak in the playoffs. Like
Yeah. Like
It's
that
the
was my
Packers running the
frustration.
table as a six
Yeah,
seed.
that was my frustration this whole fucking season. I was like, I am better than my record. Everyone just keeps getting these. They have like one person go off. I'm playing, you know, Tyreek and he goes off for 40. I play, um, like Sam Laporta and he goes off for fucking 50 or whatever. It's like all these, and they don't do anything the next week. I'm like, this fucking
Yeah,
sucks. But it worked out.
it's tough. It did. That's the last time we'll talk about fantasy football for a while, but it was for those who don't care, we're gonna start into the review now.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Let's go
if you
back.
don't care about family fantasy, let's skip to this portion. Weekend review. We'll start with NFL. Packers kicked ass. Didn't see that coming.
I
I'm
know
just
that was
gonna be
awesome.
honest. I didn't see that shit coming at all.
No, down
We
our best two
crapped on.
corners. Defense already was struggling. It's like, fuck, here we go.
Won by choice. Yeah, fucking Jair moron.
Yeah,
I saw
shooting
all
himself
the
in the foot.
memes that were like Jair um dropping himself from the rooftop into the coin toss like I'm here now, bitch. Like I'm the captain now. Like all this stuff because he's a moron.
Yeah.
Love played great though.
Yeah, he looks
It was
good.
cool to see. Reed looked great.
Aren't you glad
Aaron
I say
Jones.
we should have picked him when we picked him?
I still think he's a number three, but yeah, Aaron Jones, like the whole shebang was awesome. Very cool to see. Um, Vikings out too, which got nice. We pounded them last year on New Year's. We pound them this year on like this.
Yeah, that's right.
We
We
own
did
that
do
team.
that.
It is
That
great.
was I was in
Um,
Milwaukee at a bar and they gave out jello shots for every score and Allie was hung over. So I had to take twice as many. I didn't have to, I just chose to. But I
yeah, you
took
took
all
them
of
for the
her
team.
jello shots too. And when they scored like
Been there.
50 points, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, well, we had like Nixon scored a touchdown. We had, like two
Yeah.
pick sixes. We had like it
Yeah.
was like oh,
Yeah. I'm like,
sorry,
fuck, I
I
guess. And I was 3 sheets to the wind going to the Bucks game. Yeah.
um
Ravens looked good.
Ra where I didn't see that coming either. Like I know Miami is a fake team. I think that's official, right? I know they're
Yeah.
hurt
They're
too, but
frauds.
like I didn't see them getting the shit kicked out of them. That
No, me
was
neither.
like that's a message.
They should have been more competitive, but
Um,
I think it's a lock that Lamar's MVP now.
Correct. And that's why we're gonna do the MVP draft because I figured next week we're doing a ton of stuff. It's a big one next week. So next week's gonna be once the playoffs are done, like the playoffs are set. We're gonna predict the all the way through. We're gonna compare our predictions at the start of the year and see how wrong we were and how right we were. We're gonna go through other awards. We're gonna go through like what would you do with said quarterback? Like Justin Fields, what should they do? What would you do? Kyler Murray, like what are our plans for those teams? Because then we can kind of put them to rest. So it's a big end of the year thing. But I think the MVP portion is done because he's not going to play and he'll still win it.
Yeah.
It was it was pretty impressive. Cardinals beating the Eagles though. Who the fuck saw that coming? I
No,
was
not
watching that
me.
shit. I was like, what? Eagles, what's the deal? Huh?
Yeah, they do not look good. If I'm from Philly or an Eagles fan, I am not happy. You can't make it. I know you get like a Super Bowl hangover or whatever you want to call it. But that's usually in the beginning of the season and you kind of figure it out and then you get back to, better football. But they were like okay, they were good, and now they're just like, what is going on? They look like a completely different team. At least Packers are young and stupid, and it's like any given week we can do what we did to the Vikings, or we can do what we did to fucking the Giants. So it's like, okay. But the Eagles, they should be more polished than this.
It's to me, they have like last year. It was shocking that they lost. The Chiefs were that good to beat them. Mahomes is that good because their team is a fucking roster. Like
Yeah.
they got dudes everywhere. Like we went through that whole exercise. This exposes coaches. or execution
Yeah.
by the players. Because
Sirianni.
it's not the same. Yeah, Sirianni's getting exposed to me. Like they played his press conference and he looked like a guy that was like he had the scope on him and he's like, if I say the wrong word, they're gonna shoot me. Like it was like
Yeah.
a guy that was kind of like, oh God. And then they showed Dan Campbell, which we can talk about that, the controversial Cowboys. They're like, what did you? He's like, I don't fucking care, man. We're in this. We got a plan. We're gonna kick some ass. He was just like
Yeah.
motivated and knew exactly what he wanted to do, leader of men. And Sirianni was like, oh, I'm Mr.
Timid.
Sirianni, but I don't know what to
Yeah.
do. Yeah, he was
Timid.
scared. And
Yeah.
in Philly, they're gonna eat you alive. That's not
Like
gonna work.
everyone has their everyone has their quiffs about Dan Campbell because he is very like aggressive. He takes a lot of risks. But at least the guy like owns up to it. He's like, "Yep, we were gonna go for the
You know what
win.
you're gonna
It's
get
just
though.
it is. We were gonna go for the win." And he's a
What did you
leader,
think?
right? You know what you're gonna
What'd you
get.
think about
So
that? What'd you
I
think
didn't
about the
really
game?
see it, and I honestly haven't looked too far into it. I think I know what happened, but I was kind of waiting for you to just run it by me.
I was I can honestly say I've never been so lost for like a day and a half ever. Because like it was chaos. When it happened, I thought I knew, and then I didn't know, and then I thought I knew, and then I didn't know, and then more footage comes out, more people talking. From to this moment, all I know is I think it's everyone's fault. It looks it from my understanding, and Dan Campbell kind of admitted it, they put out three O linemen. Only one person can say they're eligible, do the one extra guy can do that. They put three over there to confuse the Cowboys and refs, even though the refs have to announce it. They to confuse the Cowboys, not to confuse the refs, but it confused the ref. So like when you have two guys standing there and one saying he's doing it or doing and then the other guy's running on who isn't normally on, so you think, oh, the guy coming on typically is the one that's going saying I'm eligible on the extra tackle.
Yeah.
Ref got confused. Who I mean, he's not doing playoff games. That crew, he's the one that did the Chiefs game Sunday night that we were at. So then that just fucked everything up. It was an illegal formation to begin with because the guy wasn't covered, so it doesn't matter anyways. So they screwed that portion up.
Right.
Dan Campbell said he talked to the refs before the game and cleared it with them, but he didn't talk. But and then later it finds out that he didn't talk to the head ref though. He just talked to the other ones. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of like
But
bullshit.
if it was going to be a
And
legal
I just
formation, so what does he say when he talks to the refs? Like, hey, we're going to go, if we ever go for two, we're going to run a play where we're going to have an offensive lineman report as eligible, and it's going to be number 68 or 58 or 70 or
yeah,
whatever it
he's
was.
explaining what's happened, but it turned like from my understanding, what Sims kind of explained today is the wider he was left uncovered. Like he has to be covered on the end of the line. The guy that caught the ball, and he was uncovered, which is
Yeah.
illegal. You
It,
can't
it
do
was so
that. So like
confusing
there was
because
a penalty there to begin with.
just looking at it is like this guy was supposed to report, but then they threw it to a different guy. I'm like, okay, well, I
Yep.
don't know. But, if he would have talked, I don't know what exactly that means. Like, does he go through the play? Because if he goes through the play, they'd be like, that's going to be a legal formation. You can't do that. So he
Well, he
obviously
did.
didn't do that. Or if he did, they just didn't say anything.
No, he went through it, but I think the wideout's supposed to cover him, so they lined up incorrectly, and then they called the wrong guy as the eligible guy who said he never said he was coming in as eligible, and the ref said he came in as and he was going to be eligible. So it's a he said she said thing. It's all
Hmm.
fucked. To me, you can't let one play change the game. He's nuts for going it for it on 2 point conversion on your 8 yard line. That's fucking crazy. Just kick the fucking extra point. You don't deserve to win the game anyways with all the stupid mistakes you made. I'm
Right.
not impressed with Dallas, but it was just I don't know. Just like in golf could have put the ball in a better spot and they would have gotten the two anyways.
Yeah.
Like there was just so many moments I was like, this just is not. And McCarthy's a jackass for throwing the ball to give them that time. I'm like, what are you doing? He threw
Yeah.
a ball, a deep shot into the end zone on second down. And I'm like, the Lions have one timeout and it's second down and you're throwing a goal ball incomplete? The
Yeah.
fuck call is that?
And did you hear what he said after that?
No, what did he say?
They're like, that's a strange call. He's like, well, we just have a play that we like, and we thought that that'd be the time to use it. We really like that play, and we wanted to, put it in the bag. I'm like,
Yeah, we like
that
low
just,
percentage
yeah.
completions. That's what we like. You fucking
And I'm
idiot.
like, yeah. So our pain having to deal with this fat fuck this all those years
That's
in
why,
Green Bay.
yeah, that's why I don't think they're whatever. But that it was an interesting game. It was fun to watch. I was so sick of the Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah,
Oh my God, Jimmy. Oh my God, Jimmy. I'm like, if this was any other coach on any other team, I don't know if this would be on the air. But like, we had to do this whole shtick
right.
about this fucking,
We've
ugh.
got so many damn coaches and players in the Hall of Fame, and we do our shit just locally, over
I know, it's
halftime. I
annoying.
guarantee that shit's not on TV.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But that was the weekend. It was a good one. Did you watch the college football last night?
I missed a lot of it. I totally just blanked. I wasn't really paying attention. We were just like, yeah,
Oh,
hanging around. It was a day to like meal prep and do laundry and shit, which is, I could have just had it on. I just wasn't paying attention. I saw highlights of Michigan, and that was apparently a really good game. I did not
both were.
see a single play of Washington, Texas. I didn't even know who won.
So let me give you the rundown. Michigan, Alabama. Michigan was clearly the better team, but they played the Packers special teams. They like fumbled the extra point. He fumbled the punt return, and then at the end of the game, he returns a punt at the his own 1 yard line, so they can't even go down. They were losing. Alabama's somehow winning. Dude almost threw a pick the first play of the game. McCarthy. I'm like, this guy, this is the guy. That fuck. And then we'll get to that later, but what the fuck? And then they go down, score, and then Bama center doesn't know how to snap the ball. They're like, quarterback's got to take some blame. I'm like, dude, skipping the ball across the grass to Milrow. How
Yeah,
is that
how is
his
that
fault?
his fault?
Chuck's like, pull this kid's scholarship because he sucks. You can't snap the ball.
That's
Like
your
it was,
one
and then
job.
their
Yeah.
final play, yeah, their final play was a little bad snap, and he gets it and just runs straight forward. I was like, what the fuck is that? You're running into that defensive line
Yeah, at least
who
try to
you
do
couldn't
something.
go anywhere down the middle? It was horrible. And he could have run a little bit to the left. There's a guy pulling. It was just and they took a timeout for that too. And then Michigan took a timeout. I'm like, that's your play. Overtime game though, really cool to watch at the Rose Bowl. It's a cool setting. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was a sweet
Washington,
picture of the
Texas.
stealth bomber going over too. That was just awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. Washington, Texas was another great game. If you watched that game and you watched Michigan and you think JJ McCarthy's better than Michael Penix, you need to go fuck yourself because it's not even close. The
Yeah, I mean
guy
he's top five quarterbacks that are going to be drafted this year.
Penix slings and it's accurate as shit. Like it's like you're on the guy's on his right shoulder and he's running. Where do you put the ball? You want it here, right? And it's there every time. Oh, you need it back shoulder. It's here. And he throws so like it when you watch Tua throw, it doesn't look it's accurate, but it's
He's
not
got
as
to like
fluid.
it's more like body,
Yeah.
and Penix is just
This guy's
slinging.
got a flick. He's got a
Hmm.
flick, and he's way more athletic than I thought. Yeah, it's a flick. And like the wide receivers are different. Like they're gonna be top picks. I hope one goes to the Packers because damn. And they were just moving the ball. That game somehow went down to the last play. Texas fought their way back because they've got dudes. Quinn Ewers doesn't. He ain't it. I'm just putting that out there. Like he blew that end of the game. Like you can the ball he threw to on the fourth and goal. They somehow got it all the way down there, and it's like okay, this is it. Like you got to get a touchdown and he throws it and it's like clearly going out of bounds. And I don't know if you've ever thrown a football out of bounds, but if you're throwing it out of bounds, it's probably going to get caught out of bounds. So I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like
Yeah.
throw it into the end zone. Like if it gets picked, who cares? Like
Right.
the wide receiver just slapped or the corner just slapped the ball out of bounds. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck was that? I was
That's
like, yeah.
that's that's
So
it. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Penix was special.
Well, that's
Who do
good.
you think
I mean,
wins Michigan, Washington? We all want Washington. We know that. But do we think Michigan wins?
I think Washington is more high powered.
I agree,
And
but
I've been
Michigan's defense is
saying,
better.
yeah, but I've been saying that Michigan can't throw the ball. And I've
They
only watched
can't.
like a couple games, but I'm like, they literally just have that one running back who's good. But I'm like,
Future Packer. Future Packer. Blake Corum, come to the squad. He looked great last night. He's so good. I want him.
I was like,
AJ, you're gone.
I don't know. I mean, I would probably, I don't know. I'm so bad with college football. I don't watch enough. But I would say
I don't either.
Michigan will probably win, but I really want Washington. I will root for them all day.
Correct. Michigan's the better team. Harbaugh's a good coach, but his team seemed to choke on the stage, except
Mhm.
last night. But I don't know if Alabama just choked it more. Washington clearly has the better quarterback. Like clearly to me. People are like JJ McCarthy. I'm like, go fuck yourself. It's Michael Penix. It's not even close. I think that's their only chance. If it's like 40 to 35, I think Washington can win. But if it's like
If it's a
20,
slugfest like it was with that
yeah,
Alabama,
to
then yeah.
17 in the fourth quarter, I don't like Washington's odds because they're not moving the football then.
The way I see it is like you got to think or you got to hope they don't make as many stupid mistakes. So 27 to 20 probably would have been more like 35 to 20, 40 to 20, who knows.
Yep.
If they don't make really dumb
Yep.
mistakes and they just go down and do their thing. So
Yeah, and obviously if you turn the ball over like Michigan did, you could get screwed and that could really help or hurt, you know what I
right.
mean? Like big changes. But I'm thinking Michigan, but I'm hoping Washington. And
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I think
Uh,
the guys, the committee was probably like, yeah, motherfuckers. When
yeah,
Florida
they're
State just
pumped.
got absolutely bent over and
Yeah.
they
I
were
mean,
two good games and the 1 and 2 seeds won, you know? So it's like
yeah,
that's who should be in there. So we got it right, bitch.
college football was the playoff was perfect. I think if Georgia was in there and besides Bama, like it would have been just as good too. So like if you
Yeah.
don't put Florida State in, you pick Georgia, it's a great choice.
Yeah, that's why you expand it next year. I think
Um,
they're doing the right thing. Week
okay,
ahead?
week ahead. Yep. So we're gonna pick the field for the playoffs. By
Okay.
what I mean by that is like we know who's in it already, but there's a couple open spots,
Okay.
i.e. Packers, i.e. whatever. We're not choosing who's gonna win in the playoffs. We're choosing what happens this weekend. So do we think Buffalo or the Dolphins win? Because that decides the 2 seed if Buffalo wins or
I
if
got
Miami
faith in
wins.
Buffalo. They've crawled their way back. I think they do it.
With Chubb out, yeah.
And we both know the Dolphins aren't legit. So I think it's just the writings on the walls.
Okay, so if Buffalo wins, they move to the 2, and Miami sets up a first round matchup at Kansas City. Fucking love it.
Love it.
Tyreek Hill goes home. Yeah, that would be great. Okay. Do the Bears beat the Packers and do it 2 years in a row to us? I know the Lions did it last year, but it's the same fucking scenario.
Oh man. Um,
Okay.
I think
Bears or
I'm
Packers? Bears
afraid.
or Packers?
I know. I'm afraid that we're gonna repeat what we did last year. But
It's not the
for
same team
some,
though.
no, but the Bears are like on a hot streak and they're like putting up almost 40 points last week. I'm like, what the fuck? So I think the Packers are gonna win. I die with
I
my
think the
team.
Bears win.
Really? You're not just saying that? That sucks.
I mean, do you want me to explain or what? Like, I don't think our defense, I think that was like, we played a shit quarterback. We kind of came together. We seem to like do this a lot, and we just had one of these, so I'm expecting one of those. Maybe last year will be like the lesson. I don't know. I just don't see it happening. I think I am rooting for us to get in. I told Dad it'd be such a big boost to confidence for the team. We're not
For
going
those young
anywhere.
guys, yeah.
Yeah, but we made the playoffs. That's fucking nuts.
And we weren't supposed to. It was supposed to be a
Yeah,
trial run. Is Jordan Love even our quarterback for the future? And I would argue he is.
yeah. It
If
would
he,
just
I mean, he's
the ex
trending in the right direction right now. So I mean, you got, and if even if we lose and we don't get into the playoffs and he plays okay or not that good, it's like he was doing really well. So
Okay, so can I paint a picture for you then? I'll go with your pick. That means the wild card game is Green Bay at the Dallas Cowboys.
I know, and I love it because
Which,
we can fucking beat
fun
them
fact, fun fact, have the Packers, true or false, are the Packers undefeated
in Jerry World.
at AT&T Stadium?
Yeah,
We fucking are.
yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Aaron is the sheriff there, but he's not with us anymore. But he has coached up um this team to just fucking thrive at that place. I don't know why.
I
But
mean,
I think we
to
can
beat
beat them. They're fucking
Chicago,
frauds. Even if we play,
yeah.
is there any way that the Lions could be second and the Cowboys are third? Because right now it's 2 and 3 Cowboys Lions. If there's a
Yes,
way
if
we
if
play the
yes.
Lions, we know we can fucking beat the Lions. We did it prime time on Thanksgiving Day. I'm just saying anything's
If
possible.
If Dallas lost to Washington and Minnesota or the Lions won, yes, but that won't happen. But
Yeah.
to beat Chicago as the team that we own, to continue that tradition, and then go to Jerry World, a team that we own, and a team that thinks they have a chance this year to beat Mike McCarthy on the huge Fox wild card playoff game because they're gonna want it because it's Dallas, it's Green Bay, it's the markets, it's the fan base, and we go in there and do it again. Holy fuck me. I would be satisfied with my season. I'd be like, I
Oh
don't give a
yeah.
shit. We could lose to San Fran. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. It'd be
Yeah.
nuts. It would be insane.
Yeah. It
Um
probably won't happen, but
okay, absolutely not. But you're going with the Packers.
I
Um
like the pack. This
Colts
next that's
Texans. This is a
this
big
one's
one.
tough. This one's tough.
It's Saturday.
Texans
Yeah.
played really well, and then Stroud got hurt. He didn't play that well last week, but he's still coming off of his injury. He was away. He wasn't able to play the last 2 weeks, so he's still kind of getting back into it. Colts somehow just win. I don't get it. They're not bad.
Good
And
coach. Good
Gardner
coach.
Minshew is decent. He's been in the league for how long?
I just said Richardson.
I think this is a fucking coin flip.
I am leaning quarterback. So and I want to
Stroud,
see them in. Yeah,
Texans. Yeah.
yeah. I just want to. I'm rooting for teams that I want to see in the playoffs. So I'm rooting for Buffalo because there's somehow they can not make it in, and Steelers can make it in. I don't want to see the Steelers.
No.
Fuck that team. I want to see Stroud, Allen, and the Joe Flacco led Browns, baby. Like
Fuck
that's
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going Texans.
I'll go Texans.
Do you think the Jaguars win? They play the Titans.
Yeah. Titans suck.
Okay, so then do you think the Steelers beat the Ravens?
Well, I would head to head, I'd say no, but The Ravens already
Not
locked in the 1 seed, right?
none of them are playing from my understanding, or if they play, it's
Lamar
like a
isn't
quarter.
known. So I would say the Steelers could win.
Okay. Even if the Steelers win and what we have predicted comes to fruition, the AFC field for our predictions would be Ravens 1 with the bye,
Hmm.
Houston at Buffalo,
Wow.
Miami at Kansas City,
Hell yeah.
Cleveland at the Jags. I like that.
I do too. I would pick Buffalo, Kansas City, Cleveland.
Yeah, so then you would have Baltimore with Cleveland coming to Baltimore, who's Cleveland has beaten them at Baltimore already. And then you have Kansas City and Buffalo. Oh
And it's
God.
Joe Flacco
Oh,
returning to his
I
former
know.
glory. I mean,
That's
you
probably
can't
the
write it
last
any
fucking
better.
team the Ravens want to see. Oh
They're like,
God, it would be
this
so bad.
motherfucker. Do you know Stavros
Mhm.
Halkias, the big fat comedian?
Yep.
He's from Baltimore, and he always talks about how we should get Joe Flacco. We should get Joe Flacco back because Lamar is asking for too much money and all this. And now he's like, I don't want to fucking play Lamar. He's gonna beat us in the fucking playoffs. Yeah, that would be a good game. Their D is good. Yeah, I don't know.
It
What
would
would the
be.
NFC look like then? It'd be San Fran on the
So
bye.
we have San Fran on the bye. They locked it up. The question is, does San Fran beat the Rams if they're sitting everybody? I would say no. I
I
think
don't
the
think so.
Rams
I think the
win.
Rams are looking good.
So the Rams would lock in at the 6, and we're gonna say Dallas and Detroit wins, which means we have Matt Stafford returning to Detroit.
That is great too.
Fucking
I
awesome,
love
right?
that. These are
With
harder
a
games to pick then. We got
with a
Dallas,
Packer win, we got
GB at
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yep, crazy. Um, look, even if the Eagles lose, it doesn't matter. They're locked in at the 5. So then it comes up to, do the Buccaneers beat the Panthers?
Yes.
And then who wins the Saints Falcons game does not
S-
matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So it's Buccaneers, Eagles, which two up and down teams. I mean, that could go anywhere.
So
It
Tampa Bay
really
would
could.
host too because they won their division.
Correct.
And then
They've beaten them already there. Eagles played them on Monday night. They beat them, but it wasn't like they didn't kill them. It
yeah, then
was
it'd be
kind of hard
LA
fought,
at Detroit. Fuck.
which would be nuts.
Us against Dallas. I mean, I'm biased, but I'm like, oh, Tampa and Philly. I think Philly would pull it out. Tampa's too up and
You'd
down.
like to think.
You would like to think. I mean, they just lost to fucking Arizona, so who knows? And then Los Angeles versus Detroit, that would be good too. I don't know.
I mean,
I think
in
NFC is
theory,
harder. NFC
like
is harder to pick.
it is, like you could potentially have Rams, Niners, Cowboys, Eagles in the second round. Oh fuck. Like two divisional, like oh god damn. Or we could do a repeat of Dallas, Detroit, Eagles, Niners. Oh, geez, we're doing this in round 2 again. Like it could
Hmm.
be a it's I think the playoffs are gonna be awesome to watch.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I picked those AFC teams pretty quickly, but after that, that'd be tough. Cleveland Ravens, Buffalo, KC. I mean, anything can happen, man. That's good
So
stuff.
we're gonna do a quick game, not our game, but quick thing here. I'm gonna list the teams in our predictions. You tell me if they have a shot to get to the Super Bowl, not win it, but just get there. Pretender, contender, Super Bowl.
Okay.
Ravens.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're contenders. Buffalo.
Contender.
Agree. Kansas City.
Pretender.
I'm putting him contender. I'm not counting that fucking team out until I see him die.
I don't know, man. They don't
Jacksonville.
look very good. Jacksonville pretender. They suck.
Ag agree. Cleveland.
I would say, mm, I'm gonna say pretender. They have a good chance, but I don't see them beating two out of the Ravens, Buffalo, or Kansas City. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think Flacco turns the ball over a little too much.
So he could beat one of those teams, but if they get to the championship game, then the other team that's there will finish them off.
I am going to call him contender though because I think the other two are pretenders, Houston and the Dolphins.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to pick one wild card. I like if in theory, like let's say crazy Miami beats Kansas City and Cleveland beats the Jags and beats Baltimore, like who's to say Cleveland couldn't go into Buffalo and win? I don't know. Like what like or Miami. Like I could see that.
Sure.
It would just have to be like a crazy upsetting.
Yeah.
Niners,
Oh yeah. Big time.
Dallas.
No. That's the
I
Miami
agree.
NFC.
Could not agree more. Detroit.
Um, I just don't trust Detroit. I don't. I'm gonna say pretender. They're my
If they
Cleveland.
had
They're
if
my
they had a
Cleveland of the
quarterback,
NFC.
give them I don't give them I don't know, but like pick if you put love on Detroit, I'd be like I like my odds.
The guy that we don't like,
Goff,
the he who shall not be named, just went through a blind like guess of a quarterback and is like, oh, he's third in yards, he's fifth in touchdowns, he's top five or six in like all these stats, and he's like,
of course,
it's Goff.
Jared Goff,
Yeah, is
because he's
is
buddy buddy
Amon
with
Ra
those.
St. Brown that good? Is Jameer Gibbs that good, or is it Goff? I'm like, this motherfucker thinks Goff is the reason, and that guy throws a football from the wrong side.
Yeah, he
It's not going
ducks.
spiral. It's going like this. Like, what the fuck?
um,
Guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Tampa, Tampa
Tampa's
Bay,
pretender.
Philly,
The only reason they're winning their division is because everyone else sucks. Philly, right now, is a pretender.
Rams,
Rams are just like Detroit to me. They have a chance to win one and maybe two, but if they get to the championship, they're not going all the way.
Green Bay.
Pretender.
So we have one contender in the NFC, and I knew that was going to happen. It's only the Niners.
Yeah,
That team is going to the Super Bowl. If anyone else does, it's a failure on their part.
right,
Absolutely.
right.
AFC is a little different. And we listed what one, two, three, four teams as Super Bowl, maybe five. That's kind of interesting. Any given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think whoever comes out of the AFC though, that's tough. But San
Yeah,
Fran's really
it'll be.
good, so
It
you
is.
got to
All
rely
right.
on
Here's.
your quarterback at some point.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you, Trent Dilfer? Um,
We're gonna
Here's
play
our
a game.
game. Yep, game NFL MVP season draft from 2000 to now. We're doing 3 rounds.
All right.
Can't pick a player more than once. There's multiple people that have had multiple MVPs. Aaron, Lamar now. We're just assuming that. Mahomes, Brady, etc. You can only pick one of their seasons.
Okay.
I have a trivia for you if you're interested.
All right.
Can you name, this is NBA related. Okay.
I probably know more about the NBA than I do the NFL.
There's 16 players that have won the NBA MVP since 2000. Can you name 16? And I'll help you with five.
So I need to name 11.
Yes.
Since when?
2000.
Okay.
I need you to count though, because I'm trying to multitask here.
Okay. How much time do I have?
Well, let's not take forever, but I'm not going to put you on a time limit. Like, let's do like 2 minutes. But yeah,
Okay. Ready? Joel Embiid, Joker, Giannis, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Derrick Rose, uh, damn, Russell Westbrook, James
correct.
Harden, Kevin
Yep.
Durant.
Okay, so you've gotten all the most recent up to 2009, I think.
Damn.
So now
I mean,
you're
LeBron is like
going,
half of those.
yeah. So now you're going back more.
Kobe,
Yep.
Shaq,
Yep.
D Wade.
No,
Did he ever win an MVP?
I don't think so. You
Uh,
have five left. I might not need to help you.
2000. Fuck, I was 5. Michael was before that.
I'm really disappointed in you right now.
Oh,
Who stole MVPs from Shaq? Shaq to this day goes, I should have
oh,
won it, but
Steve
the fucking
Nash.
yeah, you won two.
Steve Nash won two, yeah.
Yep.
Um, so is that I have three more or do I have four more?
Four, and one of them is one of the great. I mean, there's four more, and three of them are power forwards. That's
Yeah,
my
Oh,
last
Tim
hint.
Duncan, right?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Kevin Garnett.
Yes.
Um, Dwight Howard. Did he win an MVP? Shit.
No.
He was a
They don't
beast
give
on
it
the
to gay
Magic.
people. Yeah, yeah, they don't give it to gay guys.
Yeah, those fucking homophobes. Um, I don't,
Shooting guard and power forward.
what years? 2000 and
I don't.
2001?
uh,
Dirk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm like,
And then
he wasn't
yeah,
dynamic enough to be MVP, but I guess he was. Damn.
I mean, he
Um,
carried his team to the finals twice. Like that,
I
it's
know, but he
different.
was just it's clunky. It's hard to watch. Um, oh
Could be the greatest
gosh.
shooting guard ever to some people.
Um,
Even
Reggie?
though we all know, but I mean, I'm not talking Jordan. I'm not talking. I mean, some people say he's a point guard. He was listed as shooting guard. Tiny dude.
I mean, I said Kobe. I said,
Do you want me to tell you so we can just move on?
can you tell me the team, or is that too obvious?
Way too obvious. It's
Shit.
early 2000s.
East or West?
East.
Early 2000s.
He's idolized. Like people love him. He never won a championship. He went to one
Oh, Allen
finals.
Iverson?
Yes.
Okay. He's like on the cusp, you know. He was still
Hmm.
playing, but yeah, I mean that was 90s more. Okay. Nice. So I did it.
Yeah. You
Let's
got them all.
go.
So you get first pick.
Okay.
I think it's your first draft. For first trivia you've won in a while.
I think so. It's probably because we didn't have you gave me a couple help. You helped me a little bit. Um, well, I know who you're gonna pick. if I
Which
don't
one
pick
though?
him.
Well, you get multiple. He's got multiple.
Yeah, but if I pick him, you can't pick him again. Or I just can't pick him twice.
You can't pick him twice, but you get one season of his. I can get another season of his.
Okay, I thought if you pick the person, no one else gets him, no matter
No,
what.
because we cut. I mean, Peyton and Aaron would cut the thing in half. There'd
Yeah,
like nine between the two of them.
right. So then I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna
Fuck.
be strategic with mine because once you pick one, I know I can get the other ones. So
Yeah, I think I know I'm not gonna get both, so I'm not gonna just give you one, but I think this one is that good. I'm gonna go Manning 2013.
Broncos,
Yeah, first 5,000 yard, 50 touchdown season ever. Um, he's a fucking,
55. Yeah,
I
he
mean, that
broke the
was
record.
incredible. That
Yeah.
season's incredible. He threw so many fucking touchdowns. It's unreal. They lost in the Super Bowl, but it's a regular season award.
Correct.
That's my number one. All right, tell me which
Um,
season Aaron you're picking.
I'm going Matt Ryan 2016.
I saw that on this list. And I'm like, I just kept scrolling. I don't even need to know the fucking
Yeah,
stats.
fuck that. I don't know if I'm gonna go Aaron right off the bat. There's a couple other ones that really stick out to me. Because I'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. Um, I'll do Tom Brady 2007.
Yeah,
50 touchdowns. That was the record. Randy Moss undefeated season. West
yeah.
like they were unbelievable. It was a crazy team.
50 touchdowns. That's good. But my guys threw for more
Yep.
yards and touchdowns. So,
Yep.
my number two, then I'm gonna go. Do I want 2011 or 2014? I think I'm gonna go 15 and 1, Aaron. 2011. That's a good one. 45
45 and
touchdowns,
6.
six
One
picks.
122.5 rating.
Yeah. Still the
It's tough.
all-time record. I
Yeah.
mean, my first two are tough.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go I'm gonna go because you took Aaron already. We're only doing 3 rounds before.
Three, I thought. We can do four if you
Okay.
want.
Let's do 4.
We're going quick.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna go. This is tough. I'll go Patrick Mahomes 2018. 50 touchdowns. His first season starting,
Yeah.
dominated the league. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
That's good.
That's crazy. Throwing bombs I mean, just off the chain. It was like, holy shit, who's this? Where did this come from?
Yeah. Yeah. My third, I'm gonna go off on a limb here because it's hard to compare running backs to quarterbacks, but this was such an awesome season and he won for a reason. I'm doing LT in 2006.
Damn, I was gonna take that one. I was.
I mean, you had a jersey. He's the
I
reason that you
know. That's
like it.
that was on
It's
my shit. I'm
someone's
21 for a
that good
reason.
when you're some fucking kid, 3,000 miles away, and they're like, I want a fucking LT jersey. The dude had like 30 touchdowns or something, right?
Yeah,
Non, yeah, non-passing touchdowns, 31.
that's
I mean,
insane.
yeah, almost 2,000 rushing yards, fucking unreal. I think
It's insane.
he threw a couple touchdowns too. 14 and 2 season. Yeah, I mean, he was a fucking tank. So that's my three. I got a great three.
Yeah, you do. Um, I'll take 2014, Aaron. Horn
Yeah.
calf.
Yeah, that's good.
We get rocked by Seattle week 1, and then he just goes, and then we lose to Detroit. and he goes RELAX and fucks up the world for the next like beats Brady at home. Greatest game I've ever seen in my life. Like just awesome. Just
Yeah.
down. And then he gets stepped on by Sue on his calf again to win the division and comes back out and fucks him in the ass, baby. That was awesome.
Yeah. My last one is a little more recent and it's not as impressive, like just standout, but when you really break it down, it's really impressive. I'm going I'm going Lamar Jackson 2019.
That was on my list.
Yeah, that was a really good season. People forget about that, but he set the record for rushing yards for quarterbacks and touchdowns. He also led the league in throwing touchdowns, and then only had 6 picks, and he was the second ever unanimous MVP. That's pretty good.
It is a very good one. I'm gonna
I
go
like my four.
I'm gonna go Cam Newton 2015.
Yeah, he was.
45 total touchdowns, 15 and 1. I mean, that team, like, if you look at the roster, like, they had a good defense, but he threw for 35, I think it was, and ran for 10. And
Hmm.
he was Superman. Like, he carried them on offense.
Yeah,
It was
he's a beast.
incredible. He was a monster. He was fun to watch too. It was just different. It was like I was gonna take Lamar because it was just a different kind of
Yeah, it wasn't just throwing
MVP.
50
Like
touchdowns and a lot of yards. It was
impact,
he did
yeah,
it in a bunch of
impacting the
different
game.
ways. Yeah. That's good. I think we both have really good squads. I think I won, but that was pretty good.
I mean, I got 2014 and 2007 and Cam Newton coming off that. If I had LT,
I
I would
told
feel
myself
great. But I mean,
I will not pick fucking Tom Brady. I will not.
yeah, they were undefeated and he
Yeah,
was
but
a
it's not
monster.
Cole. You are the one that says
Ran,
record doesn't matter.
I know, but Randy Moss and him were unstoppable.
Yeah. Was it
Fucking
because of him or because
unstoppable.
of Randy Moss?
Oh, he helped for sure.
Yeah, he
I mean,
helped.
I mean, you. I know.
Arguably the best fucking receiver in in the history of the sport.
I know.
Yeah, I like mine better. But
I was gonna pick Mahomes last year. I mean, Mahomes arguably had the greatest season of a quarterback ever, but we're not talking playoffs. I mean, he won Super Bowl MVP. He most passing yards ever, led the league in touchdowns, won regular season MVP
yeah,
without Tyreek Hill. Like, holy fuck, what sprain your ankle? But we didn't go into playoffs. So
yeah,
one draft I have maybe next week if you want. We're gonna do a all time positions like we did draft a quarterback, coach, running back, wide out thing. We're gonna do all time NFL players from
nice.
now until forever. So you
Yeah,
can
that's
pick
cool.
Dan Marino and fucking Jim Brown or
Okay.
whoever. That'll be a tough one.
I gotta do some research for that one.
Yeah, so prepare for that. Um, that's really much it, right? We talked fantasy.
Yeah, we talked fantasy already, so you can do your bets.
Yeah, I went 1 for 3. The Dolphins suck. Titans suck. Saints pulled it out for me. I didn't see that coming.
Nice.
We talked. We can pick. We picked. We said Texans, right? So I'm going with Colts then, and then Pats or Jets. That's my question. Patriots have won like 17 in a row against that team.
Yeah, but it's not the same team. I say Jets.
Okay, so we're rolling with the Patriots. That would be incredible for Bill Belichick's last game ever? Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going with.
Jets. Or no, Patriots, because we think the Jets will
Yeah,
win. Okay.
Patriots. Also, quick gripe. I bet on Christian McCaffrey this weekend, and that asshole got pulled for his little wuss calf injury, and he screwed me, and I fucking hate it.
He screwed me. I would have whooped your ass instead of just barely beating you. Oh yeah. You want to do some unis?
Yeah, let's roll.
So we're doing the Cardinals today. Um, I like them. I like what they already have. So I didn't really do too much. I didn't do
All
anything.
whites, clean.
So I just sent you pictures of what they currently have, and I'll walk the viewers through it. Um, we'll show them on the screen here. They just revamped these. They looked so bad with the Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald era. Just the worst. We kind of touched on
Kurt
that last week.
Kurt makes uniforms look bad though. I'm just
Yeah,
putting that out
he
there.
doesn't help with the Curdy two gloves. So what they did is they basically they're the Ohio State Buckeyes, basically. Um, it's almost identical, but they have good colors, like red, black, silver, and white. I mean, that's hard. That's badass. So their homes are the all red. Those are the ones that I would change. I don't mind that it's different with the Arizona across the chest. That's fine if they want to do that. They don't have like the other ones have the Cardinals on the shoulder. It says Cardinals. You see that? So
Hmm.
they have their team name or their state or city, depending on the team, um, on their jersey at some point. So that's fine. If they want to switch it up and put Arizona across the front, that's fine. I would probably make the font a little smaller so it's not nipple to nipple, but that's just me. And then I would add like the other uniforms, the blacks and the whites, I would add the stripes. So it's got the thicker stripe in the middle and then the two skinnier stripes on top. So like the whites, it's red, white, silver, white, red. Um, but the white kind of blends in with the background, which is the color of the jersey. I would put those stripes on the red ones. I don't know why they didn't do that. It's kind of weird. I would do black, or I'd do silver, red, black, red, silver. So you'd have black and silver stripes on the red ones. I think it looked fucking good. The black uniforms, I love that they use red as the number, not white. Every team that has black uniforms always puts a white number on there. And I like the contrast, but I like using your colors,
I was just gonna say that. I like the
right? It looks
contrast.
cool. Like they could put white on there, but then it just looks black and white. But if you put red on there, then it just shows your colors more. And I like their helmets. I don't mind the face masks. I would prefer just white, but it's not really gray anymore. It used to be like this bland gray, but now it's kind of more metallic silver and it blends in more. It doesn't stick out as much. It doesn't look plasticky. So I don't mind it. I think you can keep it. I like I think the white helmets would look good with the black, but their black helmets right now are just okay. I think they should have red
It's
helmets
the
for the black.
I thought they were the red, like the red
It's
black.
red, but there's like it's like speckly, like dark, weird black in it. Because if you look at that picture, it looks black, doesn't it?
Yeah, but when I look at it,
You got to really zoom in. You can't tell. That's my point,
correct. When I'm zooming in, it like I can see a fade, or
right?
if
You
I'm
can't
crazy.
tell. If you're gonna make it red, make it red. Make it their cardinal red. I think that would pop with the black uniforms. That would look sick. But I think they have good uniforms. They have great colors. You got to add some striping to the reds, and then yeah, I mean
It
they're
is Ohio
simple.
State.
It's Ohio State, but Ohio State has nice
Yeah,
uniforms.
I know. I agree.
So it's simple because it's just different stripes, but I mean it's sometimes simple is just the best way to go. So
I like
that's
them.
there's a couple teams in this that I don't really touch. The only one, like I said, the only ones I did was San Francisco. And these kind of look like the San Francisco ones I just did with the striping, but instead of silver, it's gold. But they don't have any silver pants or jerseys or anything like that. So it's a little different. I like them. I think they did a good job. They just need to fix the red ones. I don't know why the red ones don't have anything.
I know those are my least favorite. I like the black and white are awesome. I think they're clean.
And what they
I
do
do.
is they wear all one color all the time. They don't switch. They don't do red pants with the white jerseys or black pants with the red jerseys. They just do it all. I'm like, I love that. I don't like, you know what I feel about the white pants. So I
Mhm.
like them. I think they're pretty good. So we got the Rams to finish out the
Rams.
NFC West.
I'm not a huge fan of theirs.
I just don't like their colors. It's just two really bright, bold colors can't be
It's
your
it's
fucking two
it's
primary
like
colors. You got to pick one.
it's fake to me. It's like a movie, like movie
It's
team uniforms. Like
Yeah,
they're
and
like,
some would argue that's LA, blue skies and
I guess.
golden sunshine, but I'm like, but this is football. We don't want to look like phony fucking losers. So I have
Losers.
to do with what they have, which is, whatever. But yeah, I think they need to go back to like the gold and navy that the Rams were in like St. Louis. Or even the navy and just white that they had kind of like that intermediate phase when they
I didn't
just
mind
they
that.
like all of a sudden didn't have any gold. You're like, where'd all the gold go? And it was just
Such a
white and
bad
navy.
transition.
Yeah.
So,
Like just crawling towards, finishing their transition of redesign. But yeah,
all
their
right,
uniforms are okay. I would fix some things, but yeah, not too much going on
we
in
gotta
this
we,
in this one.
we gotta wrap up.
Yeah, I'm done. That's all I got.
Cool. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I just
Big
wanted to
week.
I got a shout out to Mama Julie. This is a gift from her. She's one of our biggest fans, and she says, "You when you are on the podcast, you're always drinking out of like these random plastic cups." She's like, "I wanted to get you like an actual nice cup." So it's a Stanley. No free shout outs, I guess. It's a undisclosed company that makes really good cups.
We'll
Um,
see. We'll see
so
how
thank
big
you,
of a
Mama
fan she
Julie.
is if
Yeah,
she
if
stays to the end.
yeah, thanks, Mama Julie.
All right. Shout out Mama Julie.
All right, that's all I
That's it.
got.
Peace.
Episode 19.
Bye.
Love you.
Love ya.
Bye, loser.
Bye.